An affirmation is a positive, powerful statement intentionally designed to help you overcome a negative way of thinking or a negative belief, or simply to help challenge an unhelpful, counterproductive thought. But can regular use of affirmations also play a significant role in helping you lose weight and keep it off for good? My name's Paul Salter. I'm a registered dietitian, founder of the 5% Way, and a lot of people know me as that sustainable weight loss guy. In this video, we're going to talk about the power, what the research says about affirmations, and how you can harness that power to help you not only lose the weight, but keep it off for good. And again, I want to make it very clear what an affirmation is and really just kind of state, to lay a foundation in this video, the intended use of an affirmation. So let's jump in. The intended use of an affirmation is to help create a change from an undesirable state or collection of feelings, thoughts, and self-talk to something more desirable, more in line with how you truly hope to feel, look, or be. And it turns out there's quite a bit of research, and I'm talking like decades worth of research behind the power of regular, consistent use of affirmations. In fact, consistent use of affirmations, and at the end of this video, I am going to show you how I specifically use these on a daily and regular basis. But research shows that regular use leads to improved self-esteem and confidence, positive thinking, belief in oneself, negative emotional management, productivity, and stress management. So clearly, there's a lot of support behind consistently implementing, reinforcing positive thoughts, talk, phrases, affirmation about yourself, and ultimately seeing that play out with having a nice positive downstream ripple effect in how you talk to yourself, how you think, what you believe, what you do, what you don't do, which is, equally as important, and ultimately what outcomes you achieve, how that shapes your identity, and ultimately your reality. And here's exactly how weight loss specific affirmations may be able to actually help not only accelerate your weight loss journey, but most importantly, help you keep that weight off for good on your way to feeling, looking, and being yourself. And that's truly what myself and the team at the 5% Way are all about. And if you're anything like me, or the thousands of people I've worked with one-on-one over the years, you've likely encountered a barrage of negative thoughts and engaged quite frequently with a harsh, negative inner critic when it comes to trying to lose weight. You might have encountered thoughts similar to, I'll always be fat. No matter what I do, I can't lose weight. I can't do this. This is too hard. My body just isn't meant to be skinny. I'll never be able to stick to a diet. Any of those sound familiar? Yeah, I had a feeling. And to be frank, that's 1000% normal. Because ultimately, what you are asking of yourself when you are attempting to lose weight, and most importantly, keep it off for good, is to undergo a complete identity change. And that is an incredibly stressful environment or stressful situation that you are asking to put your ego, your delicate, fragile ego through. And naturally, your ego is going to have quite a few things to say about that. Hence, enter some of that negative self-talk that you may be used to. The best part about this situation, the silver lining that we can extract, however, is that when we can take hold of rewiring and reprogramming our specific word choice and ultimately our self-talk, like I mentioned, it has a positive downstream ripple effect ultimately on shaping both our identity and our reality. And let me really illustrate that point for you. So our word choice and our self-talk, the things we tell ourselves over and over again, these collections of thousands of thoughts make up this environment that's, existing in between our ears and our mind. And our thoughts, when given enough emotion, so if you're constantly saying these negative thoughts, we're putting negative energy and emotion behind them, become elevated to our beliefs, Well, as you can imagine, when you hold on to negative thoughts and negative beliefs, these thoughts and beliefs are going to influence your actions. Or again, like I mentioned earlier, lack of action. So now we've got your word choice and self-talk influencing your thoughts, your beliefs, both of which collectively work to influence your actions. And ultimately then, when we take an action or inaction consistently, it becomes elevated to what we both know as a habit. And it's our habits that lead to directly influencing either our results or our outcome. Our consistent results or outcomes influence our identity, and all of this works together to shape our reality. But imagine again, if you could utilize a tool such as specific affirmations related to weight loss to positively rewire and reprogram your thoughts, your talk, your self-talk, your word choice, your beliefs to ultimately have a positive impact on the second half of that stream that influences your reality. How cool would that be if you could literally take full control? The beautiful thing is, it is 100% possible. And this is where those research-backed, powerful, intentional affirmations I mentioned in the beginning of this video come into play. So let's pivot our discussion to talking about specifically how to write a weight loss affirmation. So again, let me set some clear context here to keep us on the same page. An affirmation statement usually targets one specific area or behavior or belief that you're struggling with. And the goal behind that affirmation is to infuse positivity and confidence into select words, thoughts, and actions associated with changing this undesirable state or feeling you're currently in into a more desirable one. And some things to keep in mind when it comes to actually writing out your positive affirmations include the following. First, it's got to be unique to you. Absolutely unique to you. So at the end of this video, in just a moment or two, I'm going to share some sample affirmations to consider and encourage you to put your own unique spin on them. Secondly, again, you need to target a very specific behavior. Your affirmation can't be, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat well. That is vague as can be. You need to be uber specific on your affirmation, because what you're going to find happens when you repeatedly write out or speak this affirmation into existence on a regular basis. You're going to then have such clarity that your subconscious is going to work to appropriately align the action steps necessary to make those changes so you can experience the positive downstream effect I previously described. Next, you want to make sure you are very clear, and I'm talking crystal clear, on what outcome you are seeking and what specific outcome your affirmation is going to influence. So not only are you clear on what your affirmation is, but make sure you're clear on the outcome you're trying to influence by regular use of said affirmation. And then the last guideline I'll share with you is you want to make sure that there's a lot of emotion behind said affirmation. You want to make sure it's emotionally charged, because that emotion really helps that affirmation to take off, go deep in doing what it needs to do to truly have that reprogramming and rewiring effect that is necessary. Oh, and one last thing I did want to mention too, and this is uber specific, so make sure you pay attention and make note of this, is when you write your affirmation, you absolutely want to write it in the present tense, meaning I feel energized and in control when I make meal prep a priority versus I want to meal prep so I feel better and have more energy. It's got to be written in the present tense to really have that big of an impact, that powerful transformational impact that you are looking for. And a couple sample weight loss affirmations I want to share with you that, again, I strongly encourage you to put your own spin on include the following. I always make time to prepare my meals ahead of time because it sets me up for success. Meal preparation is easy, effective, and keeps me in line with my goals. Or perhaps my favorite one, every decision I make and action I take is in line with helping me to feel, look, and be my best. And it's super important that we say these with feeling. We write them with feeling. Again, really infusing them with that emotion is so powerful. It really helps them deliver that transformational result we are looking for. So to wrap this sucker up, and by the way, if you're finding this video helpful, I greatly appreciate if you give it a thumbs up and a like, as that helps me understand what content you are enjoying the most. So simply put, I can continue producing more of it. And if you have any questions so far, make sure you drop them right in that comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But let's put a nice little bow on this sucker and end with this: putting your weight loss affirmations into practice. Personally, I'm a huge fan of both speaking them and writing them on a regular basis. But what matters most is consistency. So when I write them, I am a big fan of writing it first thing in the morning when I get up, as well as last thing before I go to bed. That way it's top of morning to start the day, top of morning while I go to sleep. And this is a particularly valuable time because the last couple of things we think about before we sleep kind of stay settled into our subconscious mind, so we can problem solve and let our subconscious work its magic, which ultimately manifests in appropriately aligning those action steps needed to make those positive changes to the desirable state we are seeking. But when it comes to speaking them into existence, I'm a big fan, and bear with me, it might seem a little woo-woo, but so simple and powerful, of speaking my affirmation to myself looking directly into the mirror. So I hear it, I see it being said, I can feel and see and sense my body language, my energy, and my emotional state, and this just further ingrains this affirmation deeper and deeper so it can have a more, in-depth impact downstream to shaping my thoughts, beliefs, actions, habits, results, identity, and my reality. And when I choose a specific affirmation related to weight loss because I'm clear on my weight loss goal, it pays off big time when it comes to losing weight and keeping it off for good. So there you have it, your surefire approach to choosing weight loss specific affirmations to help you lose the weight you desire and keep it off. And if there's any further questions I can answer or concepts I can clarify, there's Boo in the background, say hi to him. Don't hesitate to drop them in the comments or to connect with me on social media at Paul Salter Coaching. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.